Hey guys, Prime Cut Games here, and this is our first ever video review. We're going to talk about The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on the 3DS for you guys today. Obviously this game originally came out in, I believe, 1998 on the Nintendo 64, and it was a huge hit, immensely popular. Zelda's a great series, and let's see how Nintendo did with this remake. This is not a port. Let me repeat, this is not a port. These graphics are all done from the ground up, and they are really beautiful. One of the first things you're going to notice once you get this game in is the music, and the sounds have all been, for the most part, preserved from the original game. You still got those MIDI sounds, and you still got the same great soundtrack, and it's just beautiful. Zelda is known for its great music, and there's a reason. Alright, on to some basic gameplay. One of the first things you'll notice is the button layout. Now, you'll remember on the original Nintendo 64 version, you had the C buttons, which were what gave you your item selection. But on the 3DS version, you're going to be using X, Y, and two entirely touchpad-based item selects. So just to show you that, when I use X, I've got my bow, I have my hook shot sent to Y, my bombs are on the first touchpad, and Din's fire is on the second. You can actually carry more items with this method, but it is a little bit less convenient to have to actually touch the touchscreen just to, say, throw a bomb or whatever you've got set. Overall, it's not a bad system, though. Some more about the touchscreen in general. The map is easily accessible just with the touch of the pad. You'll remember in the old game you used to have to press start and go through your menu just to get to the map. It was quite a pain, and now that's pretty much been cleared up by this touchscreen. Other features are the inventory on the touchscreen. It's very convenient. It's pretty easy. You just select what item you want to put in and assign to which slot. Yeah, it's really quite simple. Another new feature that's based partially off of the touchscreen is the gyroscope. You'll see here there's a touch button, and if I touch it, I can use this gyroscope to look around the world. Look around Hyrule. It's really actually a pretty convenient way to aim. Let me just show you with the long shot. You can also use the gyroscope to aim, and it's actually pretty convenient because here right now I'm going to look around with the analog stick, and now with the gyroscope it's a lot quicker. You have a lot more accessibility. You can turn around a lot quicker while you, say, have your bow out or your hook shot. So I think it's a great feature. A lot of people are concerned about the 3D problems with the gyroscope, because when you're turning the 3DS this way and that, the 3D feature is going to, it's going to basically be lost while you're moving the system. So that is kind of a downside. You will have to turn off the 3D if you're using the gyroscope. That's just a warning, unless you keep it level with your head or your eyes. Some more about the game. The graphics. Even though they look like the same graphics that you remember from the N64 version, a lot of it has been done from the ground up. The characters are a lot better. Everyone's just better looking, but you'll know the problems. Here's one of them. The stairs. They have absolutely no texture to them, just like in the N64 version, which, it's appreciated that Nintendo tried to keep true to the original feel of the game, but, I could do with some texture on the freaking stairs, and same applies with vines on the wall. How does this game look in 3D? What can I say? The 3D it's really such an enhancement to the look. It's really kind of incredible, especially during some of those cutscenes. It just looks amazing in 3D. If you haven't seen the 3DS's 3D feature yet, picture that the screen, the top screen, is basically the front of a box, which extends back beyond the screen. And different sprites and layers of the world are basically located in different depths within that box. That's basically the 3D feature. A lot of people compare it to a pop-up book. It looks better than that, but that is basically it. It's going into the screen. It's not popping out, if that's what you were thinking, or at least not with anything I've experienced. I have heard from others that some games you will experience a popping out feature, but I haven't seen it yet on the 3DS. Other than what I've talked about, this is really just the same classic game that you remember from the Nintendo 64. It's just, what can I say? Everyone knows it's just one of the greatest games ever made. In my opinion, probably is the greatest game ever made. But there's really no major additions other than the Master Quest, which, if you don't know, is a much harder version of the game in which all of Hyrule has been mirrored. So if something would be, say, on the left, now it's going to be on the right, and vice versa. This really can throw off some veterans when they're playing, giving them... It really forces you to play less by instinct, and it really reawakens the feeling of discovery that you had the first time when you were playing Ocarina of Time, originally on the Nintendo 64. If I had to give this game a rating overall, it would definitely be a 5 out of 5. What can I say? It's the classic game that everyone loved, with revamped graphics and the 3D feature. You just can't beat it. They added the Master Quest. You know, you definitely are going to want to pick this game up if you have a 3DS. For you Zelda fans out there, big time, is it worth buying a 3DS just to play this game? Well, frankly, I think it is. To be honest with you guys, I probably wouldn't have picked up the 3DS if it wasn't for this game. And I really don't regret it at all. I mean, the 3DS is $250, which is quite a bit these days for a handheld system. And, you know, other than this, out right now, there's not a lot of other incredible titles on the 3DS right now. So, the fact that I bought it so early at full price like that, that's all due to this game. So, if you're a big Zelda fan and you've been wanting to play Ocarina of Time again, my suggestion would be to go out, pick up a 3DS, and play it on this, because the experience is going to be completely enhanced, and I promise that you're not going to regret it. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys are going to check us out in the future. We are Prime Cut Games. Like and subscribe below. Tell your friends about us. We're going to be doing a lot more videos, hopefully coming up soon. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you later.